We are almost the last ones on the water. One more kayak coming in here. Wiring up the motor. We're starting to wire up the motor. I got the motors back in the garage. 8 gauge. Tech Go. Okay, 8 gauge wire. So we got the 8 gauge duplex red and black. And I've got the Motorguide female and male plugs. So not that inside the kayak, just go to the trolling motor and then plug right in. I'm going to put that up here on the deck. Yak Attack through hull wiring. All standard stuff that you guys have seen 100 times, I'm sure. Black and red shrink tubing. Here's the plug, the trolling motor plug for Motorguide. The connectors, got some additional connectors there. We've got just some D-loops, and then the step down bit. So this is probably one of the more expensive pieces and parts just to put it in. It's like 25 bucks. The rest of it's all fairly cheap. The wire's 50 or 60. But so let's see what we can do. I'm missing the Andersen plugs for the back. I don't have those. They're on order, so I'm waiting on those to come in. So I'm going to put the Motorguide up front. This is supposed to be somewhat waterproof. I don't think it is, but we'll see. This is the Navarre kayak insert. It fills in the gap. It fills in the hole from the pedal drive, from the PDL drive. Really, really neat. Really hard plastic. Versus me trying to figure out how to exactly cut that opening. Bam, we're in. I mean, it's in there. Fills in that hole nicely. And you can see I've now got all this space where the pedal drive would be coming to here, and I'd have to having to contend with that pedal drive being in the deck. Now I've got 3 feet. At least 3 feet here. That's all the supplies. I got the battery box. This is the Newport battery box. I've not even had this out of the wrapper yet, so we'll see what this is like. I do have some additional parts back here. So that's the Newport battery box. We got a lighter plug there. A lot more simple than I thought it would go to be. That's good. That's what I wanted. Not too complex, but working. There's a USB there, so I can power that back GoPro, power this GoPro off of that, and then some terminals. Oh, and I have the terminal connectors down here as well. So we'll go grab the battery and we'll see if that thing fits in here. It's already wired. Alright, I'm going to slip it up on unbalance that. And as you can see, I can handle that pretty easily. Tell you what it weighs. My fish scale. Just over 19 pounds, 1968. So it's a 100 amp hour deep cycle, the mini version. So this is the mini lead time. Easily. Like I said, I ordered some grease. I'll put some grease on these once it gets here. It should be here within the next day or two. So we'll throw this on here, but 10 amp, 60 amp. So it's got a built-in breaker, 60 amp breaker, so yeah, shoot, I don't even need it. 10 amp accessory breaker, 60 amp breaker, trolling motor breaker. So yeah, I don't even need to run it. The breaker, so built-in breaker. The actual breaker. Sorry guys, right on the street here. So this is the actual breaker that I have. I have a 60 amp Minn Kota breaker. 60 amp? Yeah, 60 amp. So if this is 60 amp, there's no reason to put this in. I can probably take this back. I think this is like 50 or 60 bucks at Bass Pro Shops. So I probably have a receipt somewhere and I can look that up, return that, and get 50 or 60 bucks. Put that into some gear. There's the sizes of it. It's 14 inches tall by 17 inches wide. There's the size of it in the box. And it says features and details. 17 by 12 by 10. Fits group 24 and 27 batteries. Integrated with a 10 amp and 60 amp breaker. So no need for that breaker. So too much right now. I think that's about it. It's kind of hitting on the battery. Keep that in mind if you get this combo. What the battery appears to be just a hair tall. At least the compact battery is just slightly too tall. Still have plenty of space there, I think, and then I have a little bit of space here that I can fit some light boxes, my tackle bag, and then if I take that box out, then I can run the fish finder back to here. Then I can use that space up front for less accessible storage for tackle. But these are also new. These tubes, these are new as well. I'm adding these. I had individual, just Walmart ones that were $4 or $5 a piece. So I got 3 on either side, so that's 6 rods. Plus I have a tube here that goes angles back, and a tube there that angles back. So it's 8 rods. That's it. So let's see if we can run some wire. Obviously I'm going to need to go to the back. And here I have the mighty mount for that guy. So may keep the wire all on that side, put another hole over here. Actually, there's already something screwed there, so that's got all the rudder controls on that side. I have to think about that one for a minute. So on that side is the for the power anchor. There are 4 bolts over there for the power anchor, so I may come through right here, go right to here, maybe slightly forward. I got 2 rod holders. I got the holes for this. Let's pull this tube out and see what we got here. So I wanted to see if I could get through there without interfering with the rudder controls. Something else I would recommend. A while ago I lost these. I thought I did. I ended up finding them. I left them like laying in the seat in the truck or something. There's normally a string that goes through between those that doesn't allow them to come off. So the string holds it tight so you can't get them off the edges. So I was driving down the road and thought I lost them and I didn't have a spare set. So since then I've ordered a spare set, and actually a spare set of these. And they're not that much, so recommendation, get you some spare seat things. If you're taking your seat on and off, get some of those. While we're on that topic, so this is my dry bag. I saw me pull out of the front there, so I got my prop in there, spare prop, never been used. I've got just some tools that I know fit the nuts and bolts that I have here, and I've got these prop nut, some shear pins for the controller motor, or for the pedal drive, and then this is the prop nut again from Navarre. They've 3D printed these. It works. Not my favorite thing in the world. It's kind of, you gotta be careful not to strip it out. But in a jam, I think it'll be fine. Got some additional just zip ties. I replaced the pedal, so I have this second pedal on here. So, and then in that box, I have the other drive bar. So if I would lose one, I can go either side on that. Some additional tools. Just random screw heads. That actually comes in handy today. And voila, there's one more. So I'm going to go ahead and replace those with these guys. So again, here's the way that usually is. Even though I'm not going to use the drive much, probably. I guess it goes on the seat. So yeah, I'll replace these on this seat. So brand new. Matches this. And I'll throw these back in the bag as a spare. I think they were $20, $26 or something, directly from Oldtown. Something like that. It's been a while ago that I ordered those. I don't quite remember. Put this back in there. Alright. To do anyhow. So I think we're good there, and then I'm going to run the wire right through here and up through there and be done with that. And then I'll run it back here on this side, so when I open it and unlock it, then I can open it from there. Actually, it would be probably here. Let's see how that works. It just doesn't affect, it just locks. So when we lock, it'll go right through there, and then over, and then tap through up there, run the wire back, and then bam, we're there. And then I'll strap this guy down. What I just noticed is you have tie downs here on the rod holders. There's a spot on the rod holder, so I might be able to incorporate that and use that to hold the battery in place. So that goes back down there. And yeah, I may be able to use that to help hold that battery in. So, alright, let's go. Let's get started here. I want to get at least the wire ran here in the next hour, and go from there. And then we'll see about moving that wire. I'm not so sure about that Garmin wire, but we'll keep that in mind. So, it shouldn't be too difficult, honestly. So I think I can go right about there. And pop through with that wire, and we're on this corner, back corner, and good to go. So right about there. No turning back now. Alright, so drill pilot hole with that. Got this step up bit. One inch. Alright. So I lost it there, and I had to go old-fashioned way and plug directly into the wall with an extension cord and the GoPro wire. So got the hole drilled, and cleared the lock. This thing fits right inside. And then we'll see if we can get some wire started here. So there she is. Really pliable, bendable, not a typical hard wire. And then, didn't think of that. Got duplex wire. I don't want to split it. So correctly fitted for the 8 gauge. This may Yeah, that's actually a better fit. So what I'm going to do is cut this center on 2 pieces so that it'll fit around that duplex. So I'm going to cut that metal out. Not going to be perfectly watertight, but we can silicone it. Try these guys. Just like that. That's pretty good. Man, that sun is warm on my back. Where was that Saturday? I've already got this holes already rounded. For these screws, I don't want to strip it. So I just want to go easy in there. Still locks. This pigtail here to the side. So that part's done. So now I gotta get that wire all the way up to the front. Alright guys, so I can't lay claim to this one, so let somebody else do this. Tent stake, post, pole, painter's tape. Tape this to here. And we'll flip this guy around. Fish him up in there and see if I can find him. Hey guys, so quick wrap up here of the install. My garage is a mess behind me, so behind the cam, so I don't want to show too much here, but so a quick wrap up of this. I got the one objective plate here, and I was having trouble getting the back bolt in, and I wanted to take a minute. It's dark garage, I apologize, but I wanted to take a second to show you how I did this. I saw one other YouTube video where the same issue, a guy was having the same problem. So I wanted to explain how I did this and got it figured out how to get the hole aligned with the back hole on the one objective mount. I looked up the video on the one objective site and they did not show exactly how they did it. There was an issue with the video. So let me show you this real quick. So what I have a really long Phillips screwdriver that will fit through the hole. So I'm going to just put my cam down in there and see if I don't know if it will work pretty well. I'm going to put my cam down in there and see I've got the hole down in there. So hopefully this will work. So what I'm going to do is take this big Phillips screwdriver and I fit that in the hole here, like so, and then worked it through until I got it aligned, and got that aligned with the one objective mount, with the hole on the one objective mount, and then I knew I was aligned. And then, because it's extremely hard to get them aligned, and then I don't have the front bolt in. The front bolt is not in. So you can see, again, I'm working in the dark basically here too. My garage is not the brightest. So if you can see there, the screwdriver is sticking up through now, so I have that hole aligned. So then I'm going to take that bolt and drop it down through. There we go. So I'm going to take the bolt now and shove it down through, and it'll align with that hole and tighten up on that handle. So let's give that a shot now and see if I can get it in there. So I know you're dark down there. Bring the light down. And again, I apologize. I know this is not going to be the best quality here. So this is the bolt they give you. It's just a little pan head, a little flat head. So I'm going to pull this out. Kind of moving things around too much. Just pull this out here. Put this in the hole on the one objective, and it goes in at kind of an angle, so it doesn't go in straight, but it'll fall through. I've done this once already, so it's going to go through at an angle, and as long as I don't bump it, it should come down through there. We should be seeing it come down through there. So hopefully, if things are going right, it should be dropping down through that hole, guys. And I believe it's through. Yeah. So there we go. So that's how you align the one objective mount with the hole that you put in your kayak. So I was thinking I was going to have to go the other way or drill another hole, and so that fixed it. So what I'll do is I'm going to get this installed. I'm going to get this set up, get everything installed, and then I will be on the water on Saturday, and I will do a wrap-up video on Saturday and include all this install video and all the fun stuff of getting this all in. I'm almost done. This is the last little piece that just came in the mail today. So I will get this installed, and then I'll do a wrap-up video on the water, and then I will shoot a separate video for on the water fishing and the final video of the ABA pre-fish. And then the next video will likely be the actual tournament video on the 14th. So, all right, guys, stay tuned, and we'll see you soon. Here's the setup. I have like 5 minutes, but so here we go. So this plate here that goes through is the plate I had to flip around, and came through here, wired that in, and then ran it back to the battery. All the way back. I got Andersen plugs to the battery, and I used that shrink tubing to cover everything, so it's pretty clean. Let's see. The shrink tubing worked pretty well. Zip tied the end. I couldn't get it quite to the wire, so just zip tied the ends. So there we go. Fish finder telling me it's time to go. Ugh.